Let's take another look at these intervals. You got the number right every time. Like, you know where to draw the note. You're just having trouble figuring out which accidental to write. So let's look at the bottom note and we'll think about B major because that's an easy one to think about. So if I write the notes for B, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and I put in my sharps this time, I'll need them. So I know that F, C, G, D, A, Father Charles goes down and. So all those are sharps for B major. Now in B major scale, I have B on the bottom here and I have F sharp. So B to F sharp is normally in the scale, so I know that's perfect. So that is a perfect fifth already. So I don't need to add anything to my B. B to F sharp is perfect. Now let's say, for example, I needed to have a diminished fifth here, so I need to make it smaller. So to make this smaller, I would have to raise the bottom one up because I can't change the top note. So to raise the bottom one up, I would put B sharp. So B sharp to F sharp would be a diminished fifth. If I needed it augmented, I would have to make the interval bigger, which means I'd make the bottom one lower. So B flat to F sharp would be an augmented fifth. So those are my choices. But I needed perfect, so that one's good. Let's check the next one, minor second. So if I write out my C major, it's very easy to work with, so let's do C. So I go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. No sharps and flats in C major scale. So C to D is what I have right now, is a major second. C to D is major second. And I need a minor second. So to make this minor, I need to make it smaller. So C to D, and I need to move the bottom one because the top one's given. So to make the bottom go up closer, I'm going to be raising the bottom. So if I raise C, I'm going to get C sharp because you always raise a semitone at a time. So C sharp to D is a minor second. So this is correct if I put a sharp here. C sharp to D will be a minor second. Now if I needed it to be major, I would have left it C natural to D. If I needed it to be augmented, so even if I needed it to be bigger than a major, so C to D is major. If I needed it to be augmented, I would have gone C flat to D, because if I lower the bottom note, I'm making it bigger. So C flat to D is augmented second. If I needed it to be diminished, I would have to make it smaller than the minor. So C to D is major, C sharp to D is minor, C double sharp to D, C double sharp to D is diminished because I'm making it even smaller. C to D is major, C flat to D is augmented because I'm making it bigger. C to D is major, C sharp to D is minor because it's getting smaller. C double sharp to D is diminished. Our next one, we have E on the bottom, so E to A. Now let's see if I need accidentals there. So E major scale, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E. I know it has 4 sharps, so F, C, G, D. And I look at my so E to A flat, that's not normally major. E to A is a perfect fourth, so E to A is perfect. So if I want to make it smaller, E to A flat, so I have E to A, and if I'm making it smaller, my top one's going smaller, then I'm making it diminished, because perfect doesn't go to minor. So I have diminished fourth. So that would be correct right there. If I needed this one to be perfect, but my A has to be a flat, I need to keep the A flat because that's what was given to me, I would have to change the bottom note. So if E to A flat is diminished, and I need to make it perfect, I have to make the interval bigger again. So I'd have to go E flat to A flat. Or I could think of it this way. E to A I know is perfect, because E to A. So E flat to A flat is going to be perfect. Perfect fourth. E sharp to A sharp would also be perfect fourth. And technically, E double sharp to A double sharp would be perfect fourth. E double flat to A double flat would be perfect fourth. So as long as I'm moving both the bottom and the top the same amount, I'm going to stay perfect, or stay whichever one I'm working on. So we know E to A flat is diminished fourth, so we leave it at E. And then my last one up here, I have F on the bottom. So let's think of this in F major scale. It's good. And you can use your scrap paper so that your question doesn't get so crowded. So we have F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And in F major scale, I just have a B flat. So again, I can see here F to D is major. F to D is a major sixth. So to make this major, oh, but I have a D sharp here, D sharp. So F to D sharp, if I have my F to D is major, now I'm making my D sharp a little bigger, so I'm making it augmented. Oh, and there we go, augmented 6, just what we need. So I don't need any accidentals on the F. Now if I were to need this to be, if I needed it to be major, I would have had to raise both of these up. So if I had a D sharp given to me, I would also make my F sharp, and then I would have F sharp to D sharp as major sixth, because I know F to D is major sixth. And then when I do the inversions, everything is just reversed. Now it's a good idea to double check your inversions just in case you made a mistake on the first part, which in this case, whoops, you did. So F sharp major, F sharp is on the bottom now. Now F sharp major is not that easy for me to work with, so I could still use my F major to work with. So F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. So, and I have F and B involved. So I know F to B flat is perfect. That would be a perfect fourth. Okay. Now, I have, this is not supposed to be sharp because that was wrong from before. Above here we just have B natural, F sharp. So if I have my B natural, so F to B natural, B not sharp anymore. So if F to B flat was perfect fourth, and I'm making my flat bigger by putting it in natural, so here's my flat, I'm making it bigger, so I'm going augmented. Augment means make bigger. So augmented fourth here. Augmented fourth. Now I need this to be a perfect fourth, so that means I need to raise up my bottom one. So F to B doesn't work, so F sharp to B does work. Just like that, because I need it to be perfect fourth. Or you can think of it this way, F to B flat. If I raise both of them up, F sharp to B natural. Oh, now I've got my two notes already. If for some reason it was F double sharp they gave us, I'd have F double sharp to B sharp. Would also be perfect fourth. So it's always good to go back and double check. So this one, D on the bottom. Now D major is an easier scale to work with. I know F sharp, C sharp. So just looking ahead here, C sharp is normally in the D major scale, so this is a major seventh. So I can leave it at that. A flat to E, because that's not supposed to be there. A flat major has B, E, A, D, so B flat, E flat. This is supposed to be flat in the A flat major scale. So A flat to E flat would be perfect. And now I don't have in my question here, I have A flat to E natural. So A flat to E natural, I'm raising it, so I'm making it augmented. And I need augmented fifth, so A flat to E natural is augmented fifth. So that's right. And then D sharp to F, well, I know that D, not thinking about the sharp, but D to F sharp would be major. So if I lower the F sharp, D to F would be minor, but now I'm adding a sharp on the bottom, making it even smaller, then I get diminished. So going through that, I know that D to F sharp is a major third. So D to F would be a minor third because I'm making it one smaller. But now if I make it one smaller again by adding a sharp to the bottom, D sharp to F is diminished third. So hopefully that helps you figure out these intervals to get that straight in your head. So always think about the bottom note and the scale of the bottom note. If you have to write out every single scale, that's totally fine. If you do a very careful job at the top, then when you flip them over, it's going to be right automatically. So as long as you've done a good job at the top ones, you'll be okay for the inversions. So just be very careful there. Write out the scale. Think about the scale of the bottom note. If the top note is normally in that major scale, then the interval will be major or perfect. Perfect is only for fourths, fifths, and octaves. If it's not normally in that scale, then you find out if it's diminished, augmented, or minor. Okay, good luck with that.